Hey guys, if you're looking to get your real estate license or you're already a licensed agent and you're looking to determine what school to go through to do some continuing education, then this video is for you. My name is Josh Marriott. I'm a licensed agent in multiple states. I've been practicing real estate for over 10 years, so it's safe to say I've gone through a few different schools. In fact, I've gone through almost all of them at some point, whether that was your new licensing or continuing education. I've paid the stupid tax, so you don't have to. And if you're looking for the answer, it's in the description down below. Aceable Agent is my favorite school, hands down. And in this video, I'm gonna explain why it's my favorite and why it deserves to be your favorite as well. And I will say that link, if you use it, will give me a little bit of money. It is an affiliate link, but it is one of the lowest paying, if not the lowest paying affiliate link schools out there. There are schools out there willing to pay me 5 times more to say that their school is the best, but this video isn't about which school is gonna pay me the most amount of money, it's about which school is the best. So number one, results talk. Multiple states report the pass rates of the schools, i.e. what percentage of their students pass the state and national exam on the first try. Aceable Agent reigns supreme. It even beats out those in-person schools. Now that is a conversation you need to have with yourself, whether you want to take an in-person school or an online school. And while there are certain benefits of an in-person school, in my opinion, the most important factor is, are you going to pass the exam or not? And the way that these schools teach is different. Obviously, an in-person school is going to have a little bit more in-person interaction. So if you're one of those people that likes to ask a lot of questions, or if you just like the social atmosphere of an in-person school, maybe you're willing to pay 5 times more to go to an in-person school because they are like 5 times more expensive. You're literally gonna pay over $1,000 most likely for an in-person school, whereas these online schools can just be a couple $100. In fact, when I got my license in Florida, I went through Aceable Agent. I think it was like $150 from the date I started until the date I had my license in hand. Was less than 2 weeks. That included me waiting to get my approval to take the test, waiting for my fingerprints to be done. I was done with the actual schooling portion in about a week. Whereas I went through a different school in another state, and I was 6 months deep before I got that license. And it's mainly because I didn't know what I was doing. I went through a stupid cheap school because that's all I cared about at the time. I was dead broke. I had no money. So I went to the cheapest school I could find. Looking back, I should have spent a little bit more and done a little bit more research, gone to a better school and just gotten licensed a lot faster. And then I would get my paycheck a lot sooner because that takes even more time. You get your license, then you got to get paid, right? So you want to get through schooling, get your license as quick as humanly possible, and Aceable Agent will help you do that. One of the reasons why I think it's such a good school is not just the fact that you're more likely to pass your exam, it's how you're more likely to pass your exam. They're teaching you and giving you information in a multitude of different ways. You're able to read the information, you're able to watch videos, and they even have an audio book version on their mobile app. Yes, they have a mobile app on your phone directly connected to the school. I think they're the only school that does that. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. If you went to a school and they had a mobile app, please comment in the description down below what school that was and how the mobile app was, because I like the Aceable Agent app. It's really cool. I can open up the section that I'm on and click play, stick in my headphones, and literally just listen to the information while I'm reading it, which really helps me take it all in and memorize it. And they do mix that with videos, so you're not just sitting there reading or sitting there listening, although there's plenty of times where I was like doing the dishes and just listening to the audio book, which was awesome because a lot of the other schools I went to were awful. Don't even get me started on how they taught. It was ridiculous. I even tried an online version of an in-person school. Do not do that. They are not made for online school. They're made for in-person school. I thought, oh, they're such a good in-person school. Maybe I should try their online version. I was wrong. I signed up for a course, an online version of this course that was taken through what I call an in-person school. That's what they're known for, is the in-person classroom education. What they did is that I got an email after paying, an email with one PDF of a book and then a link to an exam. Read the PDF, take the exam. That was the school. I was like, are you freaking kidding me? I paid money for this? So don't do that. If you're gonna go online, go through an online school. If you're gonna go in person, go through one of the in-person schools. Now, every state has a different in-person school, but pretty much they all seem to have monopolies. So whatever state you're in, chances are there's really only one in-person school, and there's a lot of online school options. Now, the Aceable Agent app does a lot of other cool things. It keeps track of your progress for one, and how well you're doing on each section. So there'll be little tiny quizzes after each couple pages. And it's just sometimes it's just a 2-question quiz or a 3 or 4-question quiz, really short and simple, just to see if you know the answers, to see if you took in the information during that section. And as you get further down and you go down to review, you'll be able to see what sections you didn't do as well in those little quizzes. So you know, I should probably review that section. Now, on that note, when it comes to exam review, that's where you're gonna get different price options. If you go to the online school's website, you'll see it's not just one price, one choice. There's usually like 3 or 4 options out there. And as you go higher up in price, the only real difference is the amount of exam preparation material you're going to get. Now, I went with the second cheapest option, which at the time was the cheapest option that had a pass your exam guarantee. i.e. if you don't pass your exam, you get your money back. And that was the option I chose, was the cheapest option that gave me my money back if I didn't pass my exam. I passed my exam with flying colors. It wasn't a problem, but it probably didn't hurt that I went with the option that had a little bit of exam prep, whereas the cheapest one, I don't think had any exam prep. And so if you're maybe getting a license in your 3rd or 4th state and you pretty much know everything on the back of your hand anyway, maybe do that. But if you're not that person, if you need a little bit of exam prep, maybe pay an extra 50 or even an extra $100 to get a lot of extra exam prep. Because the one that I chose for pretty much every course I've been through was the second cheapest option. I wouldn't want to get the complete cheapest with no exam prep. I just wanted a little bit, enough to where I felt comfortable, and it was plenty. I had multiple full-blown exams that I could take. I had lots of quizzes. It was enough for me. And I will say that the actual testing centers, which in a lot of states is Pearson VUE sells practice exams. So if you want to get extra exam prep, you don't have to go through the school that you took your classes through. You can go straight to the exam testing center and request practice exams, albeit for a fee. You know you're getting the best practice exam. So that's a pro tip right there. Now, Aceable Agent didn't just have reading and audio, it also had videos. And that was one of their bigger pros, I would say, was how they mixed the videos in. So it wasn't just like reading or listening. You got back into the interaction of it. You had to watch videos, and the instructors in the videos were actually entertaining. I've gone through a lot of other schools where the video instruction was, quite frank, boring, awful. I don't know how they picked these actors per se. I say they're actors. They're all usually licensed agents, but it's nice when they're actually good on camera as well, which they were in Aceable Agent. The guys on the videos were entertaining, and they were fun to watch, and they didn't stumble over their words, whereas I've watched other videos inside of courses where they're constantly like, can't you just take that out in editing? Come on, guys. So I will give it to Aceable Agent, is they have their together. Across the board, everything was an awesome experience. And I will say that they're not available in every state. So I will put my second favorite school in the description down below for those people that are in states where they aren't yet in. And they are constantly adding states, and they're constantly adding CE, continuing education opportunities. I was really happy to find they had just added one of my states' continuing education options. So when it came time to renewal, I could actually go through Aceable Agent. I didn't have to go through someone else. And so I'm keeping an eye on them as I continue my education, because this is a field where you have to learn pretty much for the rest of your career. The more you learn, the more you earn. What school did you go to? Have you been through Aceable Agent? What did you think? What did you think about the school that you went to? Let me know in the comments down below. YouTube thinks you're gonna like this video next. Let me know what you think of their algorithm.